Hello there, my little goldies, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video. So before we actually get started with what we're going to be doing, I have just a little announcement to make, and as you guys probably have seen, I changed the name of my channel. I had it just set to Sweet Nightingale 1973, and I thought, you know, that was good enough, like when I was making comments and stuff, and not really actually making videos, but you know, I thought, you know, since I'm kind of doing all this coloring stuff and I'm doing the occasional fountain pen stuff and all that good stuff, you know, I thought I'd just kind of come up with a, you know, a better name for the channel. And so now it is called Sharon's Sanctuary, and I got that name and I forgot who suggested it, but I was asking for names to call my new art room that's going to be getting done. We have quite a ways to do to, you know, to get it finished up, but I was asking for names to, you know, to kind of name that room, and somebody suggested Sharon's Sanctuary, so I thought that was a really, really cool name. So as I said, I forgot who suggested it, but thank you to whoever did, and I just thought I'd just go ahead and carry it over here to the channel. So now we are Sharon's Sanctuary. So, and it's kind of, it makes it so that I can do coloring and other things that I may want to do on the channel too. So anyway, that's what we're going to be. So today's video is going to be a haul video, and I have a lot of things to show you guys. Mostly it's coloring related, but I have a few other little odds and ends. So I have mostly Amazon, and I got some goodies from Apple, so I will show you guys that as well. So we'll do the coloring stuff first, and then we'll do the Apple stuff toward the end. Okay, so I have a few supplies related things. I have supplies and I have some books. So I got these Crayola brush tip markers, and it comes in this tin, and there are, does it say on here? Well, we'll open it up and we'll see. So it comes with several trays of these markers, and so these are the single ended brush tip markers. So you pop open the lid, and then here is what it's going to look like. Now, I've not tested them out, I've not swatched them or anything. I don't know if they're anything like the Artezas. I don't own any zigs, so I can't really compare the zigs to that, but I'll take the trays off so that we can see all of the different colors in here. So each tray is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 markers in there. So here's the first tray. So we have 16 markers, it looks like, because there's 2 trays of them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 16 colors in here. There's the second tray. And I'll probably end up taking them out of this case. I don't know, this tin. We'll see. We'll see how it's going to happen. So here are the Crayola brush tip markers. I'm going to swatch them out. We're going to see how they work. We'll do a review on them and all that good stuff. So next we've got some other Crayola brush tip markers. These are 32, let's see, 32 brilliant colors for fine and full lines. So these, if you look at the box, it kind of looks like more of the adult box, I guess. It's not the classic yellow box that we see with many Crayola items. So we're going to go ahead and take them out. And we've got, whoops, we've got several boxes of them in here. I think these might be the dual-ended ones. So there's 32 of them in here, and I'll just kind of open each one of these things and we'll take a look at one of the markers. So we'll take one of them out. Yeah, actually these are the, okay. So here is this, how that tip looks on this marker. Now I think maybe the other ones might be because how this worked was I got these, and then I think the ones in the tin, like I know that there was one set that were dual-ended, and I think if these are the single ones, then I think the other ones are the dual-ended ones. So I'm going to take a look again, because I think I might have told you guys wrong on that last package. But here's one box of them. Again, I have not swatched them out or anything. I will do that and we'll see how they work. I don't know if these are anything like the Artezas. And again, I don't have any zigs, so I can't really tell you how that works. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Let me just bring them out here. Here's the colors in the second box right there. I've heard a lot of good things about these, so now I think you can get, like if you get some of those Crayola kits, I think sometimes you will get these markers in there, if I am not mistaken. I know you get pencils, and I think you get some kind of markers. I think maybe even some super tips, I don't know. Okay, so here's the third box with some more colors. Now on the box it does say that we have 32 colors in here. And then I'll show you the last box. Okay, so here's what we have in this box right there. So quite a nice variety of different colors. When I do a review on these, I will show you swatches and things, and we'll do some coloring with them and see how they do. I really like the Arteza brush pens, the Arteza real brush pens, and that's really about the only thing that I'd have to compare these to, because those are the only ones that I do have. Okay, let me go ahead and put these back. And then I'm going to go back to that tin that I just showed you guys, because I think those might be the dual-ended ones. All right, come on, get in there. Okay, let's try to get those things in there. There we go. Okay, so if you look on the box on the top part of the cover here, and let me just try to close it. It does give you a little sampling of what the colors look like. There's the colors right there. But let's go ahead and look back at this tin, because I think I might have told you guys the wrong thing. Yeah, I think I did. Now these are the dual-ended ones, okay? So these are dual-ended. This comes off here like this. You get this color, which is, by the lid. It's indicated by the lid. And then here's like a purple one. And there's that. Now, I don't know how these are. Like I said, I've heard mixed reviews about these, so I can't really tell you, but there's 16 markers in here, and that means that there's 32 colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 times 2 is 32 colors. So I apologize for the little error that I made at the beginning of the video, but those are dual tipped markers, and I don't know, I've not messed with either one of these, so I can't really tell you how they color, how they work, or anything like that. We will have to play with them and find out for ourselves. Okay, so our last supplies related thing is I got a set of Prismacolor Scholars, and these just came in the other day, so I kind of colored on a piece of paper with them. I haven't really had a chance to do some actual coloring with them, but it comes open like this, and I think it's supposed to stand up so that you can reach your pencils. But let's go ahead and take one out, and I will show you one of the pencils. So it's quite a bit lighter weight than the Prismacolor Premiers, but it feels pretty nice in your hand, I'm not gonna lie. We'll test them out, see how they're gonna do. I'll do a Pencilmania review. I was gonna say series, but I'll do a Pencilmania review on these, and we'll talk about how I think they do. So there's, how many of them are in here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So I believe that there's 120 pencils in here. Prismacolor Scholar. Okay, there's 60 pencils in here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Yeah, I can't do my math today. But there's 60 pencils in here. I'm going 120. That seems like a lot of pencils. Anyway, there's 60 pencils in the Prismacolor Scholars. We'll play with that and just kind of see how they do. I have to swatch them out and stuff. I colored on a piece of paper with them one time, but that's really been about it. So we have lots of playing to do with those. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the books that we have. I have quite a few books. So the first two, whoops, and I dropped my phone onto the side there. All right. So the first two books I have, now these are duplicate books, but I got two of them because I think I'm going to need the two of them. You guys have probably seen that a lot of people have these color charts, and what they are is it's a page with 24 color charts on them, and the squares are pretty big. You write the set of your pencils that you're doing, and you can write the date that you're swatching them, and then you swatch the pencils out in the squares, and then you can write like the number, name, and the color and stuff there. But the book here, it says color charts. It says extra large color collection edition, and let's see. It says, I'm trying to think how many color charts it said that it had in here. I'm not really seeing how many. I think it said there's like 80 color charts in here, but I'm not sure. So anyway, let me just kind of show you what this looks like. So we have just a little bit about the book and how to use this book. This book belongs to, and then here's our first page of the color charts. And then in the back, looks like you got a test page, a couple of test pages right there. And then you got just some pages to kind of practice on, and it looks like there's a couple pages that are advertising other coloring books right there, and then it looks like it's got a sample image from it. So you could actually color those pages in if you want to, and then most of it, as I said, is color charts. But here's one book, and then here is the other one. It's the same book, but I started doing some swatching in here of my pencils. So I've done not nearly all of my pencils, but I've done quite a few things in here. So what I do is I start from light to darkest, and then I just do that so that we can see the varying shades. And what I did was I took a felt tip pen and I wrote the name of the pencil up there, and then like if it's got a name, I put the name on there, and the number if it's got a number on it. So I did a few of my sets of pencils in there. I've got a long way to go, but we will do that at some point, and that will help us to be able to review, and that will give me a reference guide for our colors. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on with the books. So we got quite a few from Creative Haven. There were some Creative Haven books that came out in June. May and June, yeah, I believe June, so I went ahead and got them. So we have Fabulous Fashions of the 1960s, and this one, it's Creative Haven, and this one is, let's see, Find Your True Colors. This one was illustrated by, does it say, Mingju Sun. Mingju Sun. So here's some inspiration, and we'll show you just a few of the pages. There's the back cover, and here's the outside of it. So like all of the other Creative Haven books, it is perforated. You can take them out of the book if you like. So looks like it's pretty complicated too, pretty detailed. But I really like these fashion books. I think they're so pretty. So, and I didn't have a 60s one yet, so I thought this would be kind of nice to get. So here's a few of the pages in the Fabulous Fashions of the 1960s from Creative Haven. Okay, next we've got Truly Tropical coloring book, and this is also Creative Haven. This one was illustrated by Jessica Mazurkiewicz. Okay, so here is what this one looks like. And on the inside we have some inspiration, like so. And then, whoops, same thing, we have another picture on the inside of the back cover for inspiration. And then let me just show you a few of the pages. Again, it is perforated. You can take them out of the book. But I really like Creative Haven's paper. I will often go for a Creative Haven book or a Dover book. So very, very nice images in here. Again, quite a few details in some of them. So it'll take you quite a while to do them. So this one is Truly Tropical from Creative Haven. Okay, next we have African Glamour. This is also a Creative Haven book, and this one was illustrated by Sarnat and Sia Slater. Boy, say that one quite a number of times. So African Glamour. I've heard quite a lot about this book. It's different. So here's some inspiration. Now this would look really pretty with like very vibrant, vivid colors. I think Prismacolors would be the perfect set for this book if you really want to go like vibrant and bright. Again, we'll show a few of the pages. Quite a few detailed images in this book. Quite a few black splotches like right there. Seems like each image has some black colored in right there. Not sure how I feel about that, but they're still very nice pictures. Again, all these are going to be one-sided. Creative Haven is one-sided images. So here's a few pages in that one. Okay, so next we have Happy Home, a Hygge, H-Y-G-G-E, Hygge coloring book. And this one is illustrated by Jessica Mazurkiewicz. Again, it's Creative Haven, and so this is like coloring rooms on the inside of your house. Here's some inspiration on the inside of that cover, and we get another picture right there on the back. And there's the, or on the inside of the back cover, and then there's the back of the book. So let's go ahead and flip through a few of the pages. Okay. So if you like, you know, home decor and that kind of thing, then this will be a nice book. And we have some detail in some of these pictures. Very nice. Oh, look at that. All right, so there is Happy Home. A few pages in that. If you want to see flip-throughs of any of them, just let me know, and we will do our best to take care of that. So now we have August Reverie 2. And this book is a fantasy art adult coloring book, and Vivid Publishers. I don't know if this has an author on this one, but if you're familiar with the original August Reverie, then you know, then you'll kind of know a little bit more of what to expect out of this book. There's a little blurb right there. So this is on Create Space paper. I do have the original August Reverie. So when I saw that this came out, I thought this would be nice to kind of add to that. So a lot of detail here, but again, kind of a nice little fantasy coloring book. You can practice your skin tones and your hair. Quite a few flowers in here. So here's a few pages in August Reverie 2. Okay, next we have got, let me go ahead and do these first. Next we've got Nice Little Dragons, and this one is by Tanya Bogema Stolova. This is the same gal that does the Nice Little Town books, but this one is Nice Little Dragons. And I totally butcher names, I always do that. So this one is on Create Space paper, it feels like. And it's single-sided. We get the black on the left-hand side of the page, kind of like how Jade Summer does their books. So these are just some cute little dragons in here that you can color. Okay, so this is Nice Little Dragons Volume 1. There's a few of the pages in there. And then we have Nice Little Dragons Volume 2. So same kind of thing, just it just continues with the cuteness of the dragons. I'll show you a few pages in this book. Same author. Again, we have single-sided pages with the black on the left-hand side of the page, like so. So here's a few pages in Nice Little Dragons Volume 2. Okay, next we have Nice Little Town Volume 3. Now, I already had a couple of these, but I saw that there were quite a few others that had come out. Now, this one is a smaller book. If you compare this one to the Dragons book, you're going to see that it's quite a bit smaller. It's quite a bit shorter, and then it's much narrower as far as width goes. So this one is one of the smaller books. This one's volume 3. And again, it's by that same author, Tanya. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her name again. But this is very similar to, or just a continuation of the other Nice Little Town books. I always did like these. I thought these were just really cute. I thought these were just really nice. So there's Nice Little Town Volume 3. Then we have the original Nice Little Town, it looks like. I didn't have this one. I had a Christmas one, and I think I had another one, but I didn't have this one. So this is Nice Little Town. Okay. We'll do a few of the pages in here. So there's that. A lot of this stuff I'd be coloring off camera because there's quite a few smaller details in here. And being that I am visually impaired, it's sometimes a little hard to do these bits and bobs on camera. But anyway, there's Nice Little Town Volume 1. Okay, next we have Nice Little Town Volume 4. Again, I didn't realize that there were a number of these that were out. I think I had a Christmas one and I had some other one, but I did not have a lot of these. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. It almost kind of looked like a little sign or something right there, but this is, I guess, where you can put your name for whoever the book belongs to. And again, we have the black on the left-hand side of the page. So some more of these type of pictures that you would see in a nice little town. So some houses and some buildings and all different kinds of stuff. It's really, these are really cute books. I like, these are just really cute. So Nice Little Town Volume 4. And then this one is Nice Little Town Volume 5. So again, it just continues on with the same kind of thing. So there's just so many different ways that you can color these. But these are really cute. These are all printed on Create Space paper. I know that's kind of a deal breaker for some of you, but if you can get past that, and if you have pencils that work really nice on it, you can definitely make some really pretty pictures out of these books. So there's Nice Little Town Volume 5. Now, this last book that I'm going to show you, this one is a little different. This is Ann Manera's Coloring Camp for Summer 2018. Now, this is going to bring me to a little announcement that I'm going to be making, and I'm not going to flip through a lot of this book because I don't want to give a whole lot away. So what is going to be going on is Ann Manera is doing a coloring camp, and this is the first one that she's ever done, the first time that she's ever done anything like this. And it's going to be lasting for like 6 days from Sunday, July, let me look up the date here. Sunday, I believe it's July, let me find it here. So there's going to be let me just read you a little bit about what she has here. It says Ann Manera's Coloring Camp Summer 2018 will take place in a private Facebook group for 7 days, Sunday, July 15th through Saturday, July 21st. Each day there will be a live Facebook video, color along from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. EST, but we're all on daylight savings time now, so Eastern EST time. Following the camp schedule included in this book, and then she just says if you cannot watch the live video, it will be available throughout the week. In addition to the daily live color-alongs, there will be a coloring challenge, color together, and a community collage project. This book also includes activity pages for campers to complete at their own leisure. This book includes a supply list for coloring supplies that will be used during live color-alongs. Coloring camp t-shirts and sweatshirts will also be available to purchase but are not but are not required by camp participants. So she also makes like t-shirts and sweatshirts and stuff. But so what she's going to be doing, like I just read, for the whole week, starting that Sunday, July 15th, and going through July, I think she said 21st. The brain is not retaining things today. So July 15th through Saturday, July 21st. Yeah. So each day, like, you know, like I said, she's going to be live streaming in a private Facebook group, and she's going to be talking about like different topics in the camp, and it's going to be kind of, you know, where she's going to kind of show you different things, and there's like color alongs you can go along with what she's doing. There's supplies and stuff that you can rummage up yourself if you have them already in your own arsenal, or you know, if you don't have them, you know, you can easily get them. For example, let me just read you a few of the, I'm not going to read you the schedule or anything, but let me just talk about a little bit of the supplies that she's going to be using. So supply list, in addition to this book, you will need the following supplies. So basically any colored pencils, any markers, and then she's also going to be doing watercolor. So if you have some watercolor pencils, and then some kind of a blue pen. So a lot of it you would have like around your house, that you'd be able to do this. But this camp book, you're going to have to go on Amazon and order. And this is the book that she's actually going to be coloring out of for the summer camp. I'm actually going to be co-hosting one of the sessions, and I believe it's going to be that Monday one, July 16th, I believe it is. I will keep you guys informed as to how that's going. And as we get closer to the time, I will keep you guys informed about when I'm going to be co-hosting. But I will leave a link to this book as well as all of the other books and supplies and everything on Amazon so that you can pick them up. I am an Amazon affiliate, so anytime you purchase anything through any links that I provide, I get a small little tiny commission back, which just goes right back into the channel. So again, this book and all of the other books are going to be linked in the description section, but you're going to need this book to participate in the camp. And I will leave a link to her website where the camp page is so that you can read a little bit more about that, because you're going to have to prove that you actually got the book so that you can be added over to the private Facebook group and stuff. So I'm not really going to flip through any of the pages because I don't want to give away the schedule or give away like what she's going to be doing. So, but just understand that if you want to sign up for this camp, you are going to have to get this book. All right, so that is all of the coloring related stuff. Now I do have a few other things that I'm going to show you guys that I'm hoping will help out quite a bit. So a few other little bits and bobs here is I have, I got two of these like shutter clicker things. So what these do, it's a Bluetooth shutter clicker, and like if you have your phone on a tripod and if you want to be able to shoot like selfie, like if you want to shoot like yourself in with a group of friends or whatever, then you can do that. You know, instead of having somebody take the picture for you, you put your camera on your tripod and or your phone or whatever, and then you have it paired up to your Bluetooth, and then you can stand in the picture, and then you click the little button and it'll snap the picture. So I got myself the red one. This is mine. And then I got my husband this black one because he was needing something like this the other day. So I picked a couple of those up. Very, very cheap. I think they were like $6 or $7 a piece. Not bad at all. Okay, so the next I got this little phone mount, and it mounts on your tripod. And I got this because we are going to be trying some live streaming, and I needed something to put my iPhone onto my tripod. Now I actually had a phone mount, but it was a piece of junk and it kind of broke. So I wanted to get something a little nicer. This one, instead of loading with the spring, it's got a button on here, or a screw that you undo, and it kind of clamps down on your phone so that there's a tighter fit. And then this part over here makes it, let's see, where's that other thing here? This part over here makes it so that you can turn this part, and so you can either put your phone like either in like landscape or portrait mode, and then once you get it in the orientation you want, you just tighten it up and it's not going to move on you. So I think this one is going to work out a lot better than that other piece of junk that I had. And then of course it screws onto your tripod and with that little hole right there. So I got that, and I am hoping that this is going to be very, very helpful to me as far as doing some live streaming, because I really want to test out some live streaming and do that with you guys. So I'm just going to throw that in my little coffee cup right there. Okay, next, let's see. I got this little lapel mic. This is a powered DeWise lapel mic, lavalier mic. Now, I do have a little lavalier mic, and let me just go ahead and show you what I do have that I got last year. I do have a little lapel mic already, but this one had a little bit of static in it. And let me just grab it here. Okay, so I have this little lavalier mic. It's a little tiny thing, and it just kind of clips onto your shirt. And there's Velcro on it, so when you're done with it, you just wind your cord back up into it. But with this, I noticed that with this thing, it's got like a little bit of static. So, I'm sure that they all probably do to a degree, but this one had quite a bit of static, and so I wanted to try something a little different, and so we're gonna kind of test out both of these and see which one works. And I figure, you know, if I'm gonna do some live streaming and shooting of other videos, I'm kind of upping my game a little bit. And because right now I'm shooting with a Sony Vloggy camera, and the built-in mic is decent, but you know, I wanted something with a little bit better sound. So I did get this thing, and then I just haven't had the I don't know what the word is. I haven't shot anything for my iPhone, but I figured if I'm going to do streaming and all that, I wanted to get a better mic so that you guys would be able to hear me quite a lot better. So that is the old one that I had from last year, but I went ahead and got this one, and I've seen a lot of really, really nice reviews on it. And this one seems like it's going to be a little bigger. It does come with, what is this? Some kind of a card. Okay, it looks like it comes with a little cleaning cloth or something like that in here. Okay, now this one, it looks like it's going to be quite a bit bigger. There's some paperwork in here. And like my other mic, it does come with a case. This one actually zips up, but we see the powered DeWise on there. So we'll unzip it, and then let's just look and see what is inside. So in here, we have, this here is the extension cord. It looks like we have an extension cord. Now this plugs right into your phone's headphone jack. So you'll be able to just plug it right into your headphone jack and record that way. This also comes with a couple of pop filters, a couple of extra. And it looks like we have another little adapter type thing. And then, let's see, I'll put the extension cord back in here because we don't really need that right now. But here is the little lavalier mic, and again, it's got the Velcro around the cord, so when you're done with your cord, you wrap it up and you can hook it into your Velcro. But this kind of thing, this kind of lapel mic, lavalier mic, it just clips right onto your shirt. You just move the clip and you just clip it right onto your shirt or your collar, and then you would plug this end into your phone, and then you talk into it. So we're going to test out this mic, and when I shoot some more videos and when I test out my live streaming, I think I'm going to be using this mic to do that with. So there is the powered DeWise lapel mic in there. And I got a couple more things from Amazon that I'm going to show you guys, and then we'll move on to the Apple goodies. Okay, so let me put that over here. Okay, so the first thing, now the last two things I'm going to show you guys are pretty huge. They're very, very, very big. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the whole thing in frame, but we're going to do the best we can. So the first thing that I got, and I'm going to just kind of pick it up here. It makes quite a lot of noise. I got myself a lap desk. I got myself a lap desk because when I color in bed, I've been just putting my coloring books like on top of a pillow and coloring that way, but it's not really very feasible for me. So what this does is you can, let me just kind of turn it over. You pull out these things right here This stands it up. And then there's screws right here. Let's see. There are screws kind of like right in the sides of these things. There's one right there. And you loosen them up and then you can pull the legs out right here to adjust the height of it. I'm not going to do that right now because you're not going to be able to see it very well, but this will adjust as far as height goes. And then we're going to turn it back over. And actually, yeah. So on this side here, we have a little pull-out drawer. It's not very shallow, or it's very shallow. It's really small. This might just hold like your pencil sharpeners and just a few little small, tiny little things there. But the side over here, now this part will tilt up. So what I do, now this is made for a laptop computer, which I use this desk for as well. I use that for my MacBook as well as for coloring. So you can tilt this up like so to whatever angle you want. And then in the back, it's got like a little, let me turn it around. In the back, it's got like a little, and I'm knocking things over on my table here. Here, it's got like a little thing that you can adjust it to. So you pick like whatever slot that you want this to go into, and then you put the little brass thing in there to, you know, to adjust it to whatever angle you want to tilt it at. So, and it's very squeaky though. It is very squeaky. Here it's kind of squeaky. It's very noisy, but you know what? It's awesome. I love it. It gets the job done and I absolutely adore it. And yeah, so there's my lap desk. And so I use this like when I'm on my bed coloring, or if I'm using my MacBook on my bed. So there's the lap desk. Okay. And then the last thing that I got from Amazon, it's kind of like on the same sort of principle. But instead of using it on my bed, we're going to be using it here on the table with you guys. So this is a tabletop easel. And again, we're not going to be able to get the whole thing in frame, but this is a tabletop easel. And so it's a wood, it's made of wood. And so how this would work is you put it at whatever angle you want to, and then there's a wooden thing down here, and you just put it at whatever angle you want to. And so I'm hoping that this is really going to be very helpful for me with coloring with you guys, you know, to try to save some wear and tear like on my back and my neck and stuff. And so I'm going to have to play with camera angles and just kind of see what's going to work and whatnot. So this is a little tabletop easel that I got and that we're going to try to use to do some coloring with. And we're going to test it out in my videos. And we're just going to see how it compares with just doing it on a flat surface, which then my back and my neck end up killing me after I'm done. So it's kind of nice because it'll slant up, and then I'm hoping that that'll help quite a bit, especially with lighting as well. So now that's everything that I got from Amazon. Whoops. That's everything I got from Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of this stuff away. And then I will be back with my Apple goodies. I have a few little Apple goodies. So just give me a second and I will be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. Now I switched over to the iPhone with my lapel mic just to kind of test out the sound and see how this second part of the video is going to go, and just kind of see if we have any better sound, which I think we're gonna. So anyway, as I said before I cut off, is I am going to show a few of the little toys that I got from Apple. We've been having just way too much fun at the Apple store lately, you know, taking classes and stuff, and my husband got a new computer. He wanted a 13-inch MacBook Pro, so I got his old one, which is a 15-inch one, and I love it. I love it. I love it because my I have a very old Dell, which is a dinosaur, and it just is pretty much on its last legs. I mean, you know. So I'm really glad I got a new to me computer because it's going to help. But anyway, I think we all know what a MacBook Pro looks like. So anyway, I did want to go ahead and show the other things that I got. He got a new computer, and I also got some toys to play with. So first of all, now I don't have it here on the table with me because it's kind of a big thing and I've got it set up already, but I got a HomePod, which is Apple's smart speaker. If you're familiar with what an Amazon Alexa is, this is Apple's version of a smart speaker. I love it. Like, it's great for music and the sound is awesome. It's kind of limited with what it can do compared to like Alexa and that kind of thing. But I do eventually want to get like some hue lights and a couple of other things to make it do stuff, but it works great with my Apple Music. I'm an Apple Music subscriber, and it works awesome, and it can do quite a few things. So I don't have it here on the table, but I will show you a short video clip of what it looks like on my desk and where I have it set up. And this is what it looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and move right along. So the next thing that I got is this Apogee mic. Now you're probably thinking, all right, you have a lapel mic, a lavalier mic. Why would you need something like this? Well, this is better. And let me go ahead and start opening up while I talk about it. Now this is better if you're gonna do like some singing or something, like if you're gonna do a little bit more with music or, you know, some other recording besides just kind of talking into the camera. I mean, a lapel mic is really great for that, but if you're going to do some singing or whatever, then you want to get something a little nicer. So anyway, it comes with the little book and some paperwork and stuff with it. And here is the packaging that it comes in. So let me go ahead and show you. Let's see. All right, this part pulls up. So here is the mic itself. Here is the mic itself. So as you can see, it's, for a small thing, it's pretty heavy, but it's, now when I was at the Apple store, I tried out their previous generation. This is like the newer one. So this one is like, if you're familiar with like a Blue Yeti, this is just a different brand of, you know, of that kind of mic. So anyway, you got your volume control here. I think you got like an on and off switch right there kind of thing. But what's nice about this mic is you have two different ways to plug it into your device. So let me show you what I am talking about. So in this little packaging here, now it does come with a mic stand. It's just kind of like a little tripod thingy. It's not the greatest, but it works. And then let me just pull everything out of the packaging and show you what I'm talking about here. So now this part here, this is what goes on top of the mic stand, I think. Oops, get the right thing. This is what goes on top of the mic stand, and you put your mic on top of it and so forth to kind of hold it onto the stand. But there's two different kinds of cords here. Actually, we have 3 cords to be exact, but I'll show you that in a minute technically. So you have this kind of cord, okay? So, and I haven't used it yet, but I still have it wrapped up in the little twisty tie. So as you can see on the end here, we have the thing that plugs, now this, when you plug the mic in, the mic has a lightning cable, or a little micro cable right there. So this part would plug into your mic, and then this part is the lightning cable, so you can actually plug it into your lightning jack on your iPhone or your iPad and do it that way. Or you can take this cord, and this part would plug into your phone like so, and then this part is a USB, which would actually plug into your computer. So you can actually use this with your computer or with your iPhone or your iPad, okay? Now it also has a little extension cord, so you can plug the cord that you need into the little extension to make it longer. So for example, if you're going to use this cord to plug into your phone, you would just take it, and if I get the right end here, you would just take it and just kind of plug it into this, well, maybe. Get the right one here. You would take it and plug it into your, there we go. Get it the right way here. Well, anyway, I got to figure it out, but you would just take it and plug it into your, you plug this extension cord into your main cord, and it makes it a little bit longer. So it makes it nice, but as you guys know, I have been saying that I'm going to start up another channel where I just sing, and I think this mic is going to come in very useful for that. And rather than just a standard like lapel mic, and quite a bit better than just the built-in mic that you have on your computer or on your device. So we're going to just put these things back in here. And then this part goes in here. I've not set it up or anything yet, but we're going to be doing that at some point. And I will let you know how I like it. But like I said, I tested it out at the Apple Store, the previous generation, and I really liked it. And I think this one is really gonna be nice. So I'm going to just get this back in the box if I can. All right, there we go. All right, so the last thing that I got, whoops, put the paperwork back. Okay. All right. So then the last thing that I got, now I have this Ipsy bag that I've been just kind of putting in my small things in here, which is pretty nice. So the last thing that I got from Apple is their AirPods. So this is the wireless solution to earbuds. So it comes in this little white case, and you see the little bottom part right here. This is where you would charge up your case. So you plug in this part, and it comes with a cord, but I have it hooked up to my computer already. So you plug in the case, and then you plug in the other end to your power supply, whether it's your computer or in your AC adapter with like a little Apple brick or whatever. And so it charges up the case. And when you have a charge in your case, now when you open this up, you have your little pods right here, and they are wireless. So let me just show you that. They do look like earbuds. They are wireless, and there's different gestures and stuff that you can to activate Siri and all that stuff. So when you open up the case, it's actually going to pair with your phone, and then once it's paired, you can look at your battery life and everything. But when you have a charge on your case and you're playing your AirPods and they start to kind of run out of battery, you can just put them back in your thing that pops them back in. And so you just start to slide it in, and then the magnet just kind of takes over, and it keeps it in there. So when your pods actually start to run out of battery, and if you have a charge in your case, you put it back in your case, and your case will charge your pods for you. So these are, you know, for what they are, I mean, they have a nice little sound to them, and they're great for traveling. Just be really careful because they're wireless, and some people have reported that they'll pop out of your ear, so you have to be kind of careful with them, and just be mindful of them when they're in your ear, because you could easily lose one. So just be, you know, there's no cord there, so there's really nothing for it to hang on to if it pops out of your ear. There is a little feature on your phone called Find My AirPods, and so you can use that. Like if you drop one, you can have it make a loud sound, and you'll be able to find it, hopefully. So just be mindful. You know, my thing is the thing that I would caution you about is to just be mindful when they're in your ears, and, you know, try not to let them fall out, because you don't want to drop them and you don't want to lose it, because these things are actually quite expensive to replace. And that concludes my haul, everybody. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of seeing my coloring books and supplies, as well as my little Apple toys. Like I said, we've been having just way too much fun at the Apple Store. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, as I said, and if you did, go ahead and subscribe, but go ahead and hit the bell so you can be notified when new videos are uploaded. Leave a comment and tell me what you think, and I'm just putting something on the table so you guys can see it, so you're not just seeing my table. Leave a comment, tell me what you think. Of course, hit that thumbs up button, give this video a big thumbs up, and you all have a great day, and we will see you in the next video. Okay, bye my little oldies.